I'm Sophie.
And I'm Georgina, and we are here to tell you why we think coffee should stay on the global market.
By creating this presentation, we are trying to convince coffee buyers to buy only fair trade coffee to improve the lives of coffee bean farmers.
In 2010, about 1,400 million cups of coffee are consumed every day, worldwide. So what would happen if we just took it all away? Coffee is the world's most popular beverage apart from water. It is one of the world's most valuable commodities.
To give you some extra background information, we are going to tell you the 6 steps of making coffee that coffee bean farmers go through. First, they must harvest the bean. Next, they sort the beans, and then, after, they pulp them. Then, they ferment them, which is just like rotting them. After, they dry the beans, and finally they roast them.
When people harvest coffee, they cut down the bushes, trees, or plants to get the beans, which affects the ecosystem because the organisms that live in the trees lose their habitat and go somewhere else. Then the predator of that organism will have no food and decrease. For example, when trees are cut down, there is no nectar or a home where birds can live, so they will become sensitive about their habitat.
To fix this issue, more trees should be planted back for replacement habitats for the animals. This would be a big help because we found out that the top 50 countries with the highest deforestation were the major coffee producers.
When more trees are planted, there is more nectar for the birds, and if they are planted close to their old tree or an exact replacement, then the birds will be less sensitive.
We use mathematical data to support our opinion by using graphs to show data. Graphs will be helped to visualize the information like this one of coffee consumption in the U.S. The green represents Americans over 18 who drink coffee each morning. The orange represents Americans who drink coffee occasionally. So over 80% of America drinks coffee, which helps to prove that coffee is so important.
There's conflict about coffee and if it should stay on the global market because of its environmental impacts and if it is healthy and what people go through to make it. Coffee farm workers in Ethiopia get abused on coffee farms. Some people think it's fair if they only get hit when not working hard or doing something wrong.
People cooperate and resolve conflict by inventing new ways to help the coffee farm workers, like buying fair trade coffee.
They're an alternative, more fair, or socially sustainable way to get or use this resource.
Yes, and it has already been used. Fair trade coffee. Main issues of coffee is the environmental impact and what people do to make it. Fair trade coffee means people who work in foreign countries making coffee to get a fair amount of money. And the solution to environmental impacts could be to, as said before, plant back, cut down trees.
From researching, we know that fair trade coffee is already used because coffee drinking trends from 2003 to 2008 show an increase in the number of people who are more likely to buy fair trade coffee, which suggests that some consumers are more concerned with paying a fair price for the coffee they drink. But it is not enough. This graph shows only 3.7% of Starbucks coffee is actually fair trade.
We recommend that you continue to drink coffee, but drink only fair trade coffee and help to plant more coffee bean trees because coffee is good. It's tasty and makes a lot of money and gives people jobs and keeps people energetic.
Sources.